Hello there, my name is Kuma, and today I'm giving you my first impressions on Contrail. She is a voucher shop 4-star, and a cute one at that. Look at this flying squirrel, how can you not love her from the get-go? But she is also from a new specialist branch. I will not take guesses with the name of the branch, but the important part is that she can block drones. And what that means is that we have finally achieved the third dimension in Arknights. Now we have an operator who can go up in the air. And I'm not even joking, her trait says she can block 2 flying enemies after she starts flying herself. So whoever comes out in this class in the future will also be able to fly and block drones just like Contrail. Her talent is quite simple as well. Contrail will have increased defense when on the ground and increased attack while in the air. Honestly, that's a simple talent, but it's a cool one for 4-star standards. It's not a given to get interesting talents in this rarity, they usually give us the generic ones. I'm not sure what is the idea behind being able to block drones after all these years, but if they are coming up with a whole new class built around this, I'm sure we can expect some nasty shenanigans with drones in the future. Stuff like the camel drones we got in Pyrolysis might become a common occurrence. And honestly, I hate that idea. But we can get excited for Contrail in the meantime. Let's see her skills. On her first skill, Contrail starts flying as soon as she is deployed, so I think she can't exist on the ground while equipped with this skill. She gets increased range, increased attack, and she gains physical dodge. It's a lot of effects for a skill 1, but there's nothing complicated going on. Also, we can't really tell what is the expanded range this skill gives Contrail, but I can tell you her original range is just a single tile in front of her. Just like a Pioneer Vanguard or a Merchant, for example. This could be an on-deploy skill, kinda like April's S2 or Wildmane's S1. And if that is the case, Contrail would have this flight ability be temporary, probably for you to deploy on a massive drone wave to help your anti-air snipers. I prefer the idea of this simply being a passive skill, but honestly, that would be a bit too cool for a 4-star, let's be real. So yeah, the more I think about it, the more this looks like a non-deploy skill. Oh well, only time will tell. I love the prospect of having a lot of different specialist branches who do things in the game that nobody else can do, so you can bring that extra spice in your squad that changes depending on the scenario you're facing. So in the end, I don't mind this skill, I think it's a cool effect. If nothing else, just because Contrail is flying, look at her. I am realizing that the more I look at her, the more I'm starting to like the operator. But let's see her skill 2. This seems to be a normal skill with SP cost and everything else, it's not a non-deploy or a passive like S1, at least doesn't look like it. After she activates the skill 2, she starts flying, her range increases, and again we can't really see what the new range is, but it seems to be at least the range of a Mystic caster for this one. She also gets an attack increase, she now can attack 2 targets, and if there is a drone she can attack, she also gets the drone as a 3rd target that she can attack. So that's 3 targets if there is a flying enemy in range, otherwise 2 targets. And also she slows enemies if they are flying. But the weird part here is not in the skill description, it's actually in the animation in the teaser. There are so many questions here with no answers. For example, the trait doesn't say anything about prioritizing flying enemies, yet Contrail is just letting the ground enemy walk by without being attacked at all. And more than that, the enemy she is letting by is a ranged enemy, yet it refuses to attack Contrail as well. It's like they are ignoring each other for some reason. Obviously, if they are showing it in the teaser, it is all an intended interaction. Otherwise, they would change the enemy or not put the ground enemy in the animation at all. But why are there no answers in her kit at all? Will she have a 2nd talent or something like that? Some 5-stars have 2 talents, but I don't think we can expect that on a 4-star. I don't know, maybe we've come far enough to the point where traits don't matter anymore, and the real traits are the interactions we made along the way? Or maybe, at least from the enemy perspective, because I have zero ideas why Contrail is ignoring the ground enemy, maybe ranged enemies simply don't have the ability of attacking operators outside of their plane of existence, you know? Maybe the way they coded enemies in the past made so operators exploring the third dimension are just immune to targeting or something? Honestly, none of this makes sense. I give up. I like Contrail's design. Of course, I'm getting her once she gets to Yen. I am a 4-star player, a voucher shop aficionado, and I love goofy new stuff to play around with. But what about you? Any ideas on how this whole situation with Contrail works? Are you scared at all of the drones they could pull off in the future because of this new branch? I'd love to know. Don't forget to like the video, and I hope everyone has a very nice day. Peace out!